Howdy everyone, my name is Phoenix. Welcome back to another live stream, and today is December 28th, 2024. Yeah, sorry about that previous live stream if it wasn't working out. Let me just check, see. Just making sure the audio's receiving. Just making sure. I want to just make sure if the live's working, the audio. If y'all are seeing things, hearing the stream. Sorry if this is taking a while. We're gonna be streaming Ultimate Custom Night again. Everything good now? Everything good now? Okay, that's nice. Sorry about that, everyone. We're playing some Ultimate Custom Night. My family right now is at a wedding. They went to a wedding today. They just left a few hours ago. Like maybe an hour ago they left. Like an hour ago, yeah, they left, and I decided to stay back here. They're okay with that. They're like, Phoenix, you can stay back here. You know, it's not that big of a deal. So yeah. Let's get back to some Ultimate Custom Night, and this is probably the final live stream of the year. Unless if I decide, it's not... Actually, I'm going to hold one last live stream at December 31st. Like, on New Year's Eve, I'm going to hold another live stream. That will be the last live stream of the year. So I'm going to go back to Twitch. Just go back to Twitch for a little bit. Just edit out the title of this live stream. Just to make it more accurate. Because December 31st will be the last live stream of the year. And I've been thinking about doing it, streaming Minecraft. I haven't streamed Minecraft in a really long time. Last time I did it was September. It's back in September, where I streamed it on OBS when I was able to connect it to my remote play, my PS4 through remote play, because I don't have what's that thing called again? It's like a camera. It's not a camera. It's a. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Like it's like another, because like I didn't have that thing, the connector to connect your laptop to your PS4. I didn't have that, so all I just did was use remote play. Remote play, it's kind of a mixed bag for me. It's good. It's good if you don't have the, if you can't find ways to connect your PS4 to your PS4 to your laptop. But sometimes it just bugs out. Anyways, let's stop complaining. Let's get back to some Ultimate Custom Night. Sorry if you see this ugly ass screen. And since my family's not here, I can be as loud as I can, but not too loud. Just making sure y'all can see me. Just gotta reposition my camera, and here's my microphone. Hope that. Yeah, we had like a thunderstorm today, so. Also gotta make sure the audio. I'm using headphones this time. Sorry if I look stupid. There we go. Can y'all hear the game? No, y'all can't. Sorry about it. There we go. Sorry if y'all kept hearing my laptop fan. I know that's annoying, but I don't think I can do anything about that. And we may do some joy creation. Let me pop after Ultimate Custom Night. I'm probably gonna try joy creation to see if it's not gonna crash my OBS. Sorry if I talk too much and I'm annoying. But hey, y'all will be able to hear me better. Because I probably won't be, because I'm definitely not going to be as quiet as I am, because my family, usually when I stream, my family's around, and I usually tend to stream when they're not here, because Twitch is a secret thing for me, but like, since they're not here today, I can be loud. But I won't be too loud in case if y'all find my ass annoying. Check. Sorry about that. Yeah, DD Repel. I can't have her just showing up everywhere.
Attempting to trick Freddy! Freddy! Thank you for depositing 5 coins. Please deposit 5 coins. Please deposit. Thank you for depositing 5 coins.
Fuck you, Golden Boy. Fuck you.
Please deposit 5 coins. Please deposit 5 coins. Please deposit 5 coins.
Hold up, Freddy.
Thank you for depositing 5 coins.
Oh no.
Oh, hey, you're...
Whoa!
This time, there is more than an illusion to fear.
Well, you certainly are right, and I do look a little I look ridiculous wearing the headphones. Sorry if I keep moving. What the fuck? Whoa.
These are strange circumstances that
just heard something in my headphones, and it wasn't the game's audio. Let me just change my laptop. Sorry, I keep changing my laptop.
Over here.
Please deposit 5 coins. Please deposit 5
What?
coins. Please deposit 5 coins.
Why do you hide inside these walls?
Am I wearing this properly? Hold on. I'm gonna take off the headphones. I'm sorry. Yep. I'm gonna use the other ear head. It's not ear, it's the other ones I have. Sorry if my if my room's brightness, the brightness in my room's too high. Come on. Please. There we go. Sorry if you hear my laptop running, it's really fucking annoying. I don't think there's anything I can do about it.
Hey, down here. Hello. I'm going to that.
What?
The nail that sticks out gets hammered down.
Oh no. Whoa!
Let's see how many pieces I can cut you into.
I don't think that's necessary. Hold on. That's not going to be appropriate. You don't need to cut me up into several different pieces, baby. What the fuck? Bring myself closer. What?
Everyone underestimates me, but then they turn their back, and I'm like,
This is getting out of control. I can't hear. I mean, I can hear the game, but like this, but the computer's fans just hold on. see what this has. Clean the vents, fan. I'd have to like shut down the laptop for that, and I don't want to do it. And I watched my previous live streams to know. Hold on. It's a little smaller. And I know and I know if I'm gonna have to turn off the fan, that means the live stream is gonna go off. Gonna go off what? What the fuck am I trying to say? The live stream's gonna be off. It's gonna be over is what I'm trying to say. And I know by watching my other live streams, even my Pizzeria Simulator live streams, that I can still hear my laptop fan, and it sounds like a fucking airplane. Whatever.
Thank you for depositing 5 coins.
Hey, you're doing great. Most people don't last this long. I mean, you know, they usually move on to other things by now. I'm not implying that they died. That's not what I
Please
meant.
deposit 5 coins.
Anyway, I better not take up too much of
You
your
are
time.
attempting you.
Freddy,
You are attempting
real
to
tonight.
Thank you for
Hey,
depositing
listen, I had an idea. If you happen to get caught and want to avoid getting stuffed into a Freddy suit, try playing dead. There's a chance that maybe they'll think that you're an empty costume instead. Then again, if they think you're an
Thank
empty
you for
costume, they might try
depositing
to
5
stuff a
coins.
metal skeleton into you. I wonder how that would work. Yeah, never mind. Scratch that. It's best just not to get caught. Okay, I'll leave you to it. See you on the flip side.
Please deposit 5
Oh,
coins.
hey, you're doing great.
Thank you for
Most people
depositing
don't last
5
this long.
coins.
I mean, you know, they usually move on to other things by now. I'm not implying that they died. That's not what I meant. Anyway, I better not take up too much of your time. Things are getting real tonight. Hey, listen, I had an idea. If you happen to get caught and want to avoid getting stuffed into a Freddy suit, try playing dead. You know, go limp. Then there's a chance that maybe they'll think that you're then again, if they think you're an empty costume, they might try to stuff a metal skeleton into you. I wonder how that would work. Yeah, never mind. Scratch that. It's best just not to get caught. Okay, I'll leave you to it. See you on the flip side.
My camera's glitched.
Thank you for depositing 5 coins.
Yeah! Let's go! Let me bring up my phone so I can see the chat. Although there's no chat, I assume. Great. Not this. Fuck Trump, fuck Trump, fuck Trump. Yeah, let's go, we did it. Stupendous indeed. Standing ovation, give a round of applause. We did it, yeah. Sorry if I'm being so fucking annoying, but I'm so happy. We did it. Not this bullshit again. Nope, 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 nope. Love you, Scott Cawthon, but I can't watch this bullshit.
Dear Diary, yesterday was so amazing, and I met such a wonderful guy. But I don't think it was meant to last. For my heart belongs to another. He's so amazing and strong and so cute. I've been thinking about him all day, and I think he's really into me too. He's the only one for me. I just know it. And I know just how to get him. Look at that untamed fur. That amazing silky sheen. He'll be mine by the end of the day. I just know it. I told him that someone ran over his dog in front of my house. But once he's there, I'll entice him with warm cookies, lure him inside, invite him inside, and then I'll have him. And once I have him, he'll be mine forever. There is only one thing that could possibly go wrong.
Back. Sorry if I took a little bit too long. I just left to get myself a drink and a little piece of chocolate. That has toffee and other nuts inside. Outside is shockingly warm. I understand we had like a thunderstorm a few hours ago, but geez, it's not too bad outside, but like it's no winter. Like I know winters in Houston, because I know I'm from Houston. I know winters in Houston are not cold. We barely get any snow. We barely get any snow as it is. Last time we had snow was like 2021 with the snowstorm. But like in the last time, earlier this year, we actually we did get a little bit of like hail. Like we had like some ice on the. We had some ice on the roads in our backyard, and that doesn't count as snow, but like it was still pretty cold outside. But this year, but now in December, late December, we ain't getting shit. Sorry for bitching, and let's get back to the game. Office. The FNAF 3 office. I have candy in my mouth. Happy Frog. Although she is kind of annoying as shit. No, not Nightmarion. Fuck Nightmarion. Nightmarion, fuck you. Sorry. Remember BB, I guess he could stay. Sorry if you can see the full bottom screen. I still have that yet to fix. What the fuck? Game's glitched already. I don't know. I know y'all seen this in my other live streams, but like, I think my laptop has a glitch, or it's probably just the games. I don't know, but I'm gonna get my laptop checked out. Back to the game. Alright, I have to end it here. Not the game. Like the game had to like exit out of the game because it's way too fucking glitchy. I'm gonna move myself. Okay, probably not. No, hopefully that's better. Yeah, no. No, that's okay. Sure, it's okay. Sorry. My point value would add up to like 7,000. Oh, I gotta put myself back up here because this is just getting out of control. Hopefully you all can see me. There we go. I know I'm kind of hard to see. Face. I can't. No, sorry if I keep fucking with the lights or fucking with the laptop too much. But that's all what I do in this channel, just fuck around and find out. back to the game. And I will enjoy myself. Oh, wrong office. Nope. Can't do it without Music Man. Instead we'll have Rockstar Chica. And maybe we can have Mr. Hippo. I don't know which side of the room Ballora is coming, so I don't want to risk it.
Please deposit 5 coins.
You knew I'd get you.
There we go, silence his ass. I just drank out of a cup like Trump does.
Let me put you back together, then take you apart all over again.
Wait, how come I still heard the phone call ring after I died? Doesn't make any sense. I'm done. Fuck this. I'm sorry, everybody. Ultimate Custom Night just keeps glitching out. I don't know why. Pizzeria Simulator did this too, but like, I don't know. I think it's my laptop. Is it Steam? Like, what is the problem? I don't know why my laptop keeps my game specifically keeps like glitching out. Like sometimes the timer wouldn't show, the time itself wouldn't show, the battery power wouldn't show. Sometimes it just, and the desk keeps glitches. Like it just glitches out every few seconds. Not every few seconds, but like it glitches out often. The fuck? Anyways, I'm just gonna watch some YouTube videos. Hope you all don't mind. Just need to take my mind off a few things. Let's watch some memes. Hold the fucking phone. The Film Theory just released a new video. The fall of Disney, the fall of the Disney Empire. Should we watch it? Like, usually I don't want to take credit away from the Film Theorists. They're a really good channel. I know MatPat retired this year and it's so sad. Sorry if I keep revealing the internet. You know, let's watch some YouTube videos. I mean... No.
Listen, you want to skip this ad. I
Of
would
course.
too. But what if I told you there's a skip ads for...
Fuck off. Let's make yourself smaller, so... Let's watch the video.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Film Theory, the show that always wishes upon a star no matter who you are. So, if you've been around YouTube, you may have seen something called the Pixar Theory.
I heard of
floating
this
around
bullshit.
From creators like the Super Carlin brothers. The idea...
I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Pixar Theory. I heard the Pixar Theory before. It was created by John Negroni, somebody who I don't know who he is. I heard of him. Like, I don't know if he's a filmmaker. I don't know if he's a theorist. Well, he's a theorist because he coined a Pixar theory. But but I do know these two YouTubers, not personally, but I have watched their YouTube channel for a while. The Super Carlin brothers, great channel. Y'all should check them out.
The idea there is to take every single Pixar film and try to put them into a single story. This Pixar Theory is a monumental feat, but I looked at it and thought, what if we...
There we go. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm sorry it's such a horrible reactor. Like, sorry. Should I just give myself?
We could do something bigger. What if we could take all of Disney's main animated movies and do something similar, putting them all into a single story and creating the ultimate Disney theory? Last time we covered everything up to about the year 1900, ranging from the Big Bang and the creation of Earth all the way up to the interactions between the kingdoms we see in European fairy tales like Cinderella and The Little Mermaid. But how does all of this connect to the likes of Wreck-It Ralph, or Lilo and Stitch, or Zootopia? Well, friends, today we're gonna find out. Oh, and just before we hop in, last time I asked you all which Disney princess you thought would win in a fight. Elsa, Moana, or Rapunzel? And let me tell you, loyal theorists, y'all delivered. This was my highest commented video.
Oh, that. I did watch that theory before. It's a little bit, but I don't remember if I finished it. But yeah. Whoever wins in a fight, Elsa, Rapunzel, or Moana. It has to be Elsa, because, like, not only can she shoot ice, but she can shoot ice at an angle where it could be deadly. Like, she can shoot ice spikes out of her hand and potentially kill somebody. She could do that.
Video ever in the top 5 highest commented videos of Film Theory this year. Thank you so much for sharing your ideas and really thoughtful reasoning on this whole subject. You guys are awesome. So, who did you think would win? Well, the audience picked by a landslide, or rather an avalanche, was Elsa.
Yeah,
mostly
Elsa.
due to her ice powers.
Exactly.
Hey, you know what? That makes sense. I can see it. She got so many votes that we scrolled for 10 minutes trying to count up how many she had, and it crashed YouTube's backend before we were able to count them all up. In the end, she tallied up 5,030 votes. Wild.
Well,
As for second place, it was
they had OBS.
surprisingly tight race between Moana and Rapunzel, but Moana just squeaked out a victory.
Moana, with all due respect, how can Moana kill somebody? Like, I mean, I guess I could see Moana could punch somebody just like anyone else, or use a weapon, but like Rapunzel, she could use some hair to like lift up a boulder to crush some asses. And I guess, but like she could crush somebody with a boulder by pulling her hair, because she has really long hair, and really long hair may be proven enough to carry like a freaking car. I read it off somewhere. Sorry.
A lot of votes were also put in before people had a chance to see Moana 2, and I wonder if
Oh yeah, I didn't see Moana 2.
that would have
I never
impacted
saw this movie.
things. Either way, this was a super fun experiment, and I definitely think we should do this Disney Princess Battle Royale theory someday. After all, I wonder how the likes of Mulan, or Merida, or Raya would do. Or if someone like Snow White or Cinderella could eke out a win. I mean, probably not on that one, but hey, it's a fun idea. Anyway, thank you again for your help on this, and with all of that said, let's jump back into the Disney theory. So, last time we only stopped off with The Jungle Book in the 1890s, but there's so much more to go. For instance, it's here where we come to another pivotal moment in the Disneyverse.
Oh, I didn't get that far. I'm gonna have to watch the other video.
Just from the sheer
Other
amount
film theory video.
of important elements that all happened in one place. Pinocchio, which takes
Oh.
place in Italy.
This movie is very scary. Like I'm not gonna say it, but like there's a scene in this movie that'll fuck you up.
We can also pin this one down to the 1890s thanks to the
Yes.
Ferris wheel we see in the amusement park. And, thankfully, this lines up with a lot of other evidence we see from the Disney canon. For instance, we can see one of Geppetto's earlier puppets in Corona during the events of Tangled about 50 years before, which checks out with just how old Geppetto would be at this point. But an even more significant connection might be to a movie you're not expecting, The Emperor's New Groove. Think about it. The Pleasure Island operation we see in Pinocchio is built on potions that
That's fucked up. This scene was very fucked up indeed. This dude is an asshole. Not only that, he is one evil motherfucker. The kids may be misbehaving and all shit, but they don't deserve to turn into donkeys. That's too far.
transform boys into donkeys. Sound familiar? Pinocchio even takes place when Peru and Italy expanded their trade relationship in the real world. And we know that a number of the donkeys get shipped to salt mines. As it turns out, Peru is home to one of the longest running salt mines on the planet, which uses donkeys to this very day. So, you heard it here. The potion that transforms the kids in Pinocchio is the same one from the Emperor's New Groove.
Really? Because I don't remember the boys from Pleasure Island taking a potion. All they did was just trash up the place, act like little shits, which eventually turns them to donkeys. And that's it. I don't recall them taking a potion, like consuming a potion. Maybe it's in the beer that they were drinking. Also, side note, this is like one of the first. This is a movie. Pinocchio was released in 1940. They had kids drinking beer. I mean, the kids in the movie were animated, but like the kids were drinking beer at Pleasure Island. And I know they were not promoting beer, obviously, because like they're just saying, hey, beer and alcohol, all that stuff is bad. But yeah, this movie was fucked up. The movie was really fucked up.
Whew, that one took a lot to find the date, but thankfully our next entry makes things super easy. Rounding out the 1800s, we have The Great Mouse Detective, set in London during 1897, which we know thanks to a date on a handy newspaper. This movie is also the closest we're ever going to get to a Disney animated Sherlock Holmes, which makes me sad. I'd love to see that personally. But there's no need to dwell on that, just like there's no need to dwell on Make Mine Music, a collection of animated shorts, most of which are set in America. This bad boy's not even on Disney Plus, but it's part of the Disney canon, so we gotta count it. Most of the shorts are dotted across the first half of the 1900s, and they don't really leave much of an impact, so yeah, moving on. Just like The Great Mouse Detective, the next movie in the timeline also prominently features the Big Ben Clock Tower. I'm of course talking about Peter Pan, set in 1904 as confirmed in the film's pre-release promotional material.
Here, the city of London, back in 1904.
This film also once again goes hard on the magic of wishes
Jesus.
and belief in fairies.
1904.
This film also once again goes hard.
That's creepy. That is terrifying. He's giving an evil glint, and his eyes are like his face, his forehead covering, plus his eyes are black. I mean, we can see his eye color, but still, that's just disturbing.
On the magic of wishes and belief in fairies. There's a reason it's a Disney classic. A movie that didn't leave much of an impact, though, The Wind in the Willows from The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. This story was about some talking toads that takes place basically at the same time as Peter Pan in the English countryside, just a year later in 1905, which we know thanks to a dated invoice. And just like The Great Mouse Detective, it's another case of a sentient human-animal creature. Just thought I'd point that out. It will become relevant later. Heading across the pond, we actually have to make a pit stop in San Francisco. Here, a scientist named Lenore Shimamoto was experimenting with some sort of new power source. But her invention inadvertently amplified the great 1906 San Francisco earthquake enough that it became known as just the Great Catastrophe. Thankfully, the city was rebuilt with the help of Japanese immigrants, whose influence on the city had it redubbed as San Fransokyo. But here's the thing. The power source that Shimamoto was creating, it was a star.
It created a star. A star?
Yeah, she was trying to harness the same star magic.
Sorry to pause so much. Are they now including Disney shows into the Disney timeline? Because I thought it was just films.
that set the Disneyverse on this wildly different path. The same stuff I assume the Atlanteans got their hands on and blew up like the whole world. Just goes to show how powerful this stuff is and how it continued to alter the Disneyverse even this far along the timeline. Heading over to New Orleans, we have Lady and the Tramp, which mostly takes place in 1908 based on a calendar marking a baby's delivery date. April of 1908.
I'm done spending an obscene amount of money on takeout every week. Done.
I'm getting back on track with Factor. Fresh.
Was the only month around this time that had April 1st fall on a Wednesday. And before we take a break from our animal-centric movies, we have to head from the French Quarter to France itself, where we have the Aristocats, set in Paris in the year 1910. Again, you just have to love it when they make it easy with these superimposed texts. We love it, it's great. Something that was not as easy though? Well, we're gonna put Tarzan in Africa also in the year 1910. Why would this one be hard? Well, first off, there's a popular theory floating around online that Tarzan's parents are actually King Agnar and Queen Iduna from...
I hate to pause this, I'm so sorry, but like, I saw Frozen 2, and spoiler, I'm not trying to spoil anything from Frozen 2, but like, Frozen 2, they deconfirmed this theory. I remember before Frozen 2 that this was a very popular theory, like, that the Tarzan's parents were Anna and Elsa's parents, but when I saw Frozen 2, that movie literally debunked that theory. So that theory no longer holds any weight. Kind of sad about that. It would be really cool to have Tarzan be Elsa and Anna's secret brother, but it also kind of makes sense considering that if this is supposed to be Anna and Elsa's mother, right here on the left, she doesn't have the dark brown hair that she would have over here, and her eyes are brown in comparison to her blue eyes in here, Frozen. So Frozen 2 was. And also, she didn't seem pregnant. Like, if she was, like, pregnant on the ship, and she gave birth to Tarzan, she would have, like, a baby bump when they were leaving Arendelle. But she didn't.
From Frozen, one of Frozen's co-directors actually has this headcanon themselves. But that doesn't really line up with the other things we know about these movies. For instance, it's said that the parents in Frozen were sailing to attend a wedding. The wedding of Rapunzel and Eugene from Tangled.
Yeah, this also connects Tangled to Frozen 2. The Frozen series. Hold on. It's raining. It's raining again, which is nice. But anyways, back to Disney. Yeah, I hope I don't get a copyright strike for this, but I'm watching Film Theory, and that's okay. I'll give them credit though. I'll link down this video in the description below if this ever gets posted to YouTube. But yeah, Anna and Elsa's parents can't be Tarzan's parents, because not only do the women look different, Anna and Elsa's mother, Queen Iduna, I think he just said it, Iduna would have to be pregnant. She'd have to be like visibly pregnant. She'd have to be like 9 months pregnant in her third trimester, and clearly she's not. She doesn't look pregnant. It depends how long they were. It could be how long they were on the boat, but like, I don't think she was pregnant. That's not how pregnancy works.
Tangled, which we've established takes place in Western or Central Europe. If the Frozen parents were coming from Norway to go to that wedding, why would they be close enough to Central Africa to wash up and build a house there? And secondly, honestly, I just don't see the resemblance here. We physically see all 4 of the parents in these films, and I just don't think that they look enough alike to make up for the difference in geography. And also, as we're about to see, the timeline it doesn't match up. So, okay, that gets us away from Frozen, but what else is the problem? Well, Jane and her father mentioned that Tarzan should meet a number of famous people back in England.
Darwin and Kipling, Queen Victoria!
But the problem here is that there was no point where all of these people would have been both alive and famous at the same time. Darwin died in 1882, years before Kipling published the works that would earn him his fame. What's more...
Hold on, maybe I should move myself a little below here.
there's also projector slides featuring the Eiffel Tower, which wasn't completed until 1889, and an airplane which wasn't invented until 1903. Basically, this whole movie's a bit of a timey-wimey mess, so to land on our date here, we're going to go with the latest possible time that it could take place. And we get that thanks to The Legend of Tarzan, the animated series spin-off of the film. In one episode, Tarzan meets US President Teddy Roosevelt during his famous year-long African expedition that concluded in 1910. So, in the same way that there were small changes thanks to the star magic in the Disneyverse, we're gonna say that a lot of the lifespans of a few historical figures got extended. Queen Victoria gets to see her 90th birthday, and Charles Darwin lasts the ripe old age of 100.
You've read Darwin, it's called natural selection.
Ah, perfect segue, because that brings us to the main events of Atlantis: The Lost Empire, set in 1914 per the superimposed text at the...
I never saw this movie. I was a big fan of Tarzan growing up, but I never saw this movie.
Started the film.
Just let y'all know.
Love it. This movie really shows us how the development of technology has also been enhanced by the influence of star magic. Though submarines existed in the real world as early as the 1620s, the subs in World War I were nowhere near what we see in Atlantis. And trust me, things get much crazier later on because of this. But for now, we have to head back to New Orleans for the events of The Princess and the Frog. This is set in 1926, which we know thanks to a newspaper, and shows us yet another case of magic turning people like Tiana and Naveen into animals. And in a slightly different case of talking animals, we then have both Winnie the Pooh and the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Just like the books they're based on, these films take place in the 1920s, though Christopher Robin's imagination is the magic that brought Pooh and his friends to life in this case. Then The Fox and the Hound is set in the rural United States, probably in the 1930s, based on the technology we see in the sequel, because, of course, there's a Fox and the Hound 2. Is nothing sacred? I guess not, because then there's Peter Pan: Return to Neverland, set in London during 1941. We know this because it takes place during the Blitz, the World War II bombing campaign against the United Kingdom. And around the same time, there's Dumbo and Bambi, both set in the United States around the time of their release, 1941 and 1942 respectively. Up next, there's a bit of an interesting case. At the same time, we have the films Saludos Amigos, The Three Caballeros, and Fun and Fancy Free, all of which take place in roughly the mid-1940s. Just like The Black Cauldron, I figured that these would be very difficult to place because they so heavily feature societies full of humanoid animals similar to The Sorcerer's Apprentice. But other films don't have those characters or peoples as widespread, if at all. Well, the solution was quite obvious. Fun and Fancy Free introduces the idea that these films with these characters are literally stories being told or heard in-universe by Jiminy Cricket. That's what's happening here. It's just like The Matrix. We're 2 layers deep with these films and their segments being stories inside of the Disneyverse, likely influenced by stories or historical records of stuff like The Sorcerer's Apprentice. Now, I know that we've been glossing over most of the sequels unless they were main movies like Frozen 2, or they were needed to help place a film in our timeline here. But we have to talk about Atlantis again. Yeah, the direct-to-video sequel Atlantis.
It's been 20
Yeah, this is getting out of
years
control.
since the World Watch Tour icons take on all the
Milo's return takes place in the 1940s after World War II, over 30 years after the main events of the first film. The movie also ends with Atlantis returning to the surface, which will have a big impact on technology in the future. Trust me, we'll get there. Oh, and also, just before we move on, Atlantis 2 also lets us slide in the classic Disney animated series Gargoyles into the timeline. See, Milo's return was originally going to be a spin-off series called Team Atlantis, which was canceled after The Lost Empire bombed at the box office. Well, one of the...
I have to make an announcement. I don't own Film Theory. Like, Film Theory, like, they owe all the credit to this. Like, this is the Film Theorists, they're the one who made this video. I did not have anything to do with this. I'm just purely reacting to it and just sharing you guys my thoughts on their statements. But yeah, I do not own Film Theory. I do not own Game Theory or any of the channels below. But I will link this video in the description of my Twitch. And when I upload this video to YouTube eventually, I will upload a link to this video, if that's okay. Or maybe I'll just cut it. Maybe I'll just, when I upload this stream to YouTube, I'll just edit this part of the stream out.
The episodes of Team Atlantis was going to feature Demona, a main antagonist from Gargoyles. And this wasn't just like a random idea they had a script done. This basically opens up all of the mythology touched by Gargoyles and fits it into the Disneyverse, including their versions of Odin, Puck, King Arthur, and Avalon. Guess the kid from Sword in the Stone had a major glow up, didn't he? Honestly, this one is just a bit of selfish Lee content because Gargoyles was such a formative part of my childhood. This might not fit 100% with everything else here, but just let me have this one, okay? Something that is clear and does fit in, though, Encanto, with all of it.
Encanto, this is the last, in my opinion, this is the last Disney movie that felt magical. Like, the other Disney movies that came afterwards just didn't feel the same. This is a good movie. Hold on, I gotta give myself a refreshment. I'll be right back. Sorry for pausing so much. I'm back. Sorry it took so long. I got myself a little snack. What I have right here is some 2 slices of bagels and with cream cheese and more fruit punch. I'm sorry for leaving y'all so long. Yeah, like I said before, I don't own this video. The Film Theorists were the one who published it onto YouTube, and I decided to give it a reaction, give it a try, decided to watch it for a little bit. But yeah, I do not own this video. This video is of the property of the Film Theorists. Once I upload this to YouTube, I'm probably gonna have to cut this part of the live out, or skip it if I go back to Ultimate Custom Night.
Star Magic.
Just hope Twitch is okay, or YouTube. I'll just hope Twitch or YouTube are okay with this, because like I'm not trying to steal anybody's content. I don't want anyone to think I'm stealing anyone else's content.
Packed inside of the casita is up next, set in 1950s Colombia. This is 50 years after the Madrigal family fled their home due to some sort of Colombian conflict, likely the Thousand Days War, which happened around the year 1900. Bruno also references telenovelas, which didn't really become a thing until the 50s, so it fits.
So what do you like? What do you like? You like sports?
Game show.
Telenovelas.
And a thing that was also around in the 50s? Dalmatians. Over 100 of them, in fact. Yeah, right after Encanto, we have 101 Dalmatians set in London, though the date's a bit funky. Why? Well, we see a calendar that suggests 1954, but a newspaper that states 1958. It's possible that someone could have had a calendar that long that was just out of date, but just to be on the safe side, we're actually going to place this movie and its sequel in late 1960 and early 1961.
Wow.
This is because its sequel, 101 Dalmatians 2, Patch's London Adventure, has multiple newspapers from 1961. Also, real quick, it's just truly tragic they didn't name this sequel 102 Dalmatians. Like, that title is one of the few things a live-action remake did better than the animation. Continuing our trend of classic animal movies, next up we have The Rescuer, set during the time of its release in 1977, with the bulk of the story taking place in a Louisiana bayou. Man, Louisiana in the Disneyverse gets real busy, doesn't it? Anyway, we also know that the sequel, The Rescuers Down Under, takes place in Australia during 1979, all thanks to this shot of a calendar. It also lines up with the fact that Bernard and Bianca get engaged in this movie, and marriage proposals typically happen after about 2.5 years of dating. The timeline just matches perfectly, even if we are talking about a movie with talking mice and a grand mouse society. But counter to that, we also have some pretty normal animals living in human society, like those we see in Oliver and Company. This film is set in New York City in 1988, the year it was released, which we can confirm thanks to another calendar. Also, before you mention it, yes, this movie does have a lot of familiar-looking dogs from other Disney films, but we know that they're not the same animals and that they can't live that long, so we're just gonna chalk this up to animals of the same breed and same species just looking similar. I mean, it's like not every deer can be Bambi's mom, even if the animation is copied wholesale. And from here, we're actually done with the 20th century. Well, unless you want to count Gargoyles, the lion's share of which takes place in the 90s, but again, that's some selfish Lee content. But regardless, now, moving into the 21st century, we have a movie that's going to introduce a lot of big ideas for the Disneyverse. See, Earth was not the only planet in the Disneyverse to have life develop on it, or technology supercharged by star magic. No, there's actually tons of these, enough to form a government in the Milky Way galaxy known as the United Galactic Federation. This is a powerful faction who keep an eye over thousands of planets, and have laws against certain science that would go against the natural order of things, the natural way of star magic. They believe this so much that by the year 2001, they arrest Dr. Jumba Jookuba for creating a new species and seek to destroy his work.
It is an affront to nature. It must be destroyed.
How do we know all this? Well, it's all thanks to Lilo and Stitch. Yeah, we see the Galactic Federation in action in this movie, and we know that it takes place in the year 2001 thanks to the date that we see on Stitch's adoption paper after he escapes to Earth and starts his life on Hawaii. Also worth noting that Earth's history with weird sentient animal creatures is kind of on display in this movie. Like, very few people call out how weird the aliens look when they're visiting Earth, and they put on some very bad disguises. People are just being polite. After all, this is a planet that's had everything from dragons to talking mice to giant talking mice. Anyway, the existence of this Galactic Federation has some pretty wild implications later on, but for now, well, even with the boost from Atlantis, the technology on Earth has a bit more to go before it can catch up with this Galactic Federation, but that doesn't mean it isn't impressive. Why do I say that? Well, because of Meet the Robinsons. Yeah, I forgot about this one too. But this movie starts in the year 2007 before we have a 30-year time jump giving us a glimpse into the future. This is spelled out pretty clearly in the film's marketing. Anyway, this film involves a lot of time travel, which allows its main character Lewis to see where technology is headed and really help further accelerate scientific development when he goes back to 2007. And time travel always complicates things, doesn't it? Something less complicated, though, is Bolt, set around its release date in 2008. Nothing super eventful there. But more eventfully, around this time, we also have Wreck-It Ralph and Ralph Breaks the Internet, set at roughly the same times as their release dates, 2012 and 2018 respectively. The sequel even acknowledges the 6-year time difference.
Look, I get it. You've been married 6 years. You're looking to spice things up.
This shows us that technology has advanced more quickly than in our world, enough so that characters in video games and online are sentient. Though I will say these movies are a bit weird in the context of the Disneyverse. After all, Ralph Breaks the Internet confirms that the Walt Disney Company straight up exists in the Disneyverse, along with the Disney princesses, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and the Muppets. And while that is a weird quirk, it's not exactly impossible. Like, Disney could exist in the Disneyverse, creating films and merch and attractions based off of real-world history. So instead of making movies about fairy tales like Sleeping Beauty and Cinderella and the rest, they're just making movies based on the true stories of Sleeping Beauty and Cinderella and the rest. They even go as far as to straight up joke about this in some of their movies.
I like to see the movie they make about you now.
I just hope they stay true to what really happened.
They might even make a motion picture about you.
And honestly, this isn't even unprecedented in Disney's sphere. A fictional version of Marvel Comics literally exists in the main Marvel continuity, publishing comics based on the adventures of the characters that exist in that universe. It's fun and it's weird and it's meta, but it's not universe breaking. Speaking of superheroes though, we now have to fast forward to the main events of Big Hero 6, set all the way in 2032. We know this because there are posters in the film pointing out that it's the 95th anniversary of the Golden Gate Bridge's opening. The bridge finished construction in 1937, so 95 years later would be 2032. This movie is our first real look at just how far advanced the technology in the Disneyverse has gotten thanks to the advancements of Atlantis and the Star Magic. This movie gives us AI, fully functional robots, and tech advanced enough for there to be legitimate superheroes in the world all by the 2030s. Then, just to wrap up this part, we gotta return to 2037 and the future we saw in Meet the Robinsons. There's a lot of similar, yet just slightly more advanced tech here as compared to Big Hero 6, but the biggest thing that stuck out to me, it seems like technology has gotten good enough to infuse regular animals with star magic that lets them speak, as we see with the genetically engineered frogs in this film.
Hey, Frankie, baby, you gotta tell us one of your jokes.
Man, this movie sure was. It was something. Okay, so now here is where things get huge, wild, and crazy. Yeah, we're gonna see a massive time jump between Meet the Robinsons in 2037 and the next films in the Disneyverse timeline. And in that time frame, there are some big changes to the world, to the whole galaxy. See, at some point, humanity must achieve interstellar travel and join the rest of the aliens up there in the stars. In fact, eventually, humanity leaves Earth altogether, and we know this thanks to what I'm gonna call the animal people movies. You know the ones. They have very humanoid-looking animals walking upright like they're people. At first, I wondered if they were on their own planet, but we know that these humanoid animal movies have to take place on Earth.
Look on all the other planets, you can only find them right here on Earth.
So, how is that possibly going to fit? Well, if humanity leaves Earth and expands out into space with the Galactic Federation, that would give the sentient animals a chance to rise up and be the new people of Earth. And we actually know that this is something that some of the talking animals on Earth have wanted for a while. In the Jungle Book, King Louie explains,
I want to be like you.
Oh, no, I can't show this shit. It's copyright. Copyright Disney music, I can't play this.
And in Wish, the goat goes even further.
I dream of a utopian metropolis where all mammals...
I don't know, I gotta be careful.
They're equal.
And we're close.
So, now that humanity has gone on to greener pastures in the stars, the talking animals take the chance to make Earth their own, where they can evolve into their own societies and eventually become more humanoid. Early on, they look a bit like civilizations from Earth's past, and even reuse old names for their peoples and their governments. This is where we find Robin Hood in our timeline. During this period, a lot of predators from the top of the food chain are in charge, like the lions King Richard and Prince John. I mean, heck, even Robin Hood Hood and Maid Marian are foxes. This ingrains a lot of prejudice into this society, even hundreds of years later. Like in Chicken Little, where a fox bullies Chicken Little and his friends, and in Zootopia, where a lion is elected mayor, though predators are often stereotyped as violent. Thankfully, by the end of that movie, they do seem to be working towards a more equal society, which is great. You love to see it. And just the cherry on top of this, we know that this strange version of Earth full of talking animals is a bit of a tourist destination for aliens in the Galactic Federation.
We stop here every summer on the way to the
Galactic Federation, is that like Rick and Morty?
Every year.
Yeah, we see in Chicken Little that some animals come by this planet every year, like it's an apple orchard or amusement park. But perhaps they should have been focusing their attention elsewhere, because at some point, this entire Galactic Federation must collapse or change drastically. Perhaps this was due to some sort of galactic-wide catastrophe, maybe some sort of civil war. We just don't have enough information to say. But what we can say for sure, space pirates took advantage of this chaos with the likes of Captain Nathaniel Flint gathering a vast hoard of treasure and hiding it on planets throughout the galaxy, while the remnants of the Federation likely reformed into some sort of monarchy with a navy and interstellar academy to train new recruits. But why do I say all of this? Well, because the Galactic Federation we see in Lilo and Stitch is nothing like the galaxy we see in the last film in our timeline, Treasure Planet. Yeah, the super stylized technology and universe of this movie with all of its classic nautical ships and imagery is a far cry from the sleek sci-fi designs of Lilo and Stitch. Oh, and we know that bit about the monarchy rising up thanks to ships like the RLS Legacy. According to the spin-off game Treasure Planet Battle at Procyon, the ship prefix RLS stands for Royal Light Ship. Royal as in royalty, a king or queen. And yes, we know that all of this has to be part of the same timeline as the Federation we see in Lilo and Stitch, because the young Jim Hawkins has a plush doll of Stitch in his room, meaning that the adventures of Experiment 626 must be well known enough in this world to become merchandisable. You know, real talk aside here, but Treasure Planet has always been in my top 3
I've never
favorite
seen
Disney
this movie.
animations.
Never seen Treasure Planet. I'd like to, but someday, but I don't have it. I never seen it. But I will give this movie a try.
I wish it was more successful and we got more of it, but alas. And from here, well, there's nothing else. That's the entire Disney theory so far. The entire story of the Disneyverse by piecing together all of their movies and as best a way we could. Is some of it a bit janky? Yeah, there are a lot of films here with a lot of similar but slightly different ideas. But I think we did a really good job here. Our team, our editors and researchers really crushed it on this just massive project.
Yeah, give
And
credit.
honestly, this was
Give
just
credit. Give credit to the film theorists and the crew behind this video. They did a really good job.
so much fun, and I can't wait to see where the future movies fit into the Disney theory. But until Disney releases a new movie, remember that it's all just a theory. A film theory. And cut.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I have nothing to do with this video. I just decided to, thought it'd be cool to watch this theory. I did not create this. I hope Twitch and YouTube don't try to take down my channel because I watched this video, and Disney is really protective of their copyright laws. I can do that. Let's see where my laptop battery is at. 41%. Not too bad. Alex Bale, this dude, he makes some theories. Also, shout out to my boy Gribben, but I won't talk. But I won't. We'll just leave. I'll just leave him be. Let's go back to What I was saying before is what I'm trying to say is I had nothing to do with that video. Film theory. I did not make it. That's by the film theorists. They made it themselves. I give credit to the film theorists, and I will give them a link. Yeah, I just saved their channel, saved the video, so I'll give it a link down below. Once I upload this video to YouTube or Twitch, please Twitch, just don't terminate my channel, please. I'd really appreciate it. I had nothing to do with that video. I hope I tried to blur out some of the music in the video when when you mentioned some of the Disney music, when some of the music was playing, I muted the video so I wouldn't get a copyright. So yeah, I think let's get back to Ultimate Custom Night. Like, it's been a while. And sorry if I keep leaving the stream so much. I kind of got hungry, so I wanted to get something to eat. Oh shit. Okay, 7,000 points. That's nice. So yeah, I hope Twitch does not take down my channel, or YouTube doesn't take my channel when I upload this stream to YouTube. Also, I think that was a good theory. Wait, what? Foxy, I didn't mean to turn him on. Please don't. I'm sorry for saying that. That sounded so dirty. Anyways, back. Sorry if I keep touching my hair. I'm sorry about that. Sorry, I'm just pretty annoyed today. I'm just...
Thank you for depositing 5 coins. Please deposit 5 coins. Please deposit 5 coins. Thank you for depositing 5 coins.
Bro, Jack, I completely forgot about you. Interesting that you said that. You just gave me a big lore clue. Yeah, she said, Jacko Chica just said greetings from the fire and from the one you should not have killed. That's a big lore clue over there. This big lore clue. Thanks, Jacko Chica.
Oh shit. Everyone underestimates me, but then...
I just love how she has such a ferocious jump scare sound, but has one of the most cutest voices.
If you sit by the river long enough, you will see the body of your enemy float by.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter one bit. I gotta get rid of the pop bit, but who can? Disney video, their Disney film theater reaction took quite a bit of time. Sorry about it. What do you want?
I consider it a...
What the fuck did this dude want? Shut up, Music Man.
Please thank you for depositing 5 points.
What? What the fuck do you mean? What the fuck? End my suffering. Yep, that just happened. Yeah, I think I think I have to call it for today. I'm sorry if I seemed sorry if the game kept crashing. I don't know what to do. Either it's my laptop or the games itself. It's probably my laptop. I'll go check it out one day. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to Film Theorists. I know, and give a shout out to the Film Theorists who published that video. They made that video, not me. I had nothing to do with it. I'll give a link down below if this is on YouTube to give them credit, because I don't want to take take credit from people. That'd be stealing. Don't get me wrong. It's my morals. Anyways, I'll do one last live stream on December 31st. It probably will be in the morning. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate the support. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch so I have more streams like this. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Actually, I'll show you my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so I have more streams. So that way you can be notified. That way you can be alerted to when I upload my previous live streams. So if you missed them on Twitch, you can watch them. You can watch them here. See, this is my YouTube channel. I'm not trying to say it's better than anyone else's, but this is my YouTube channel. Phoenix Hunter. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so we have more streams like this. Follow me on Twitch so we have more streams and like this. And subscribe to my YouTube channel so that way if you miss my live streams, you can always come here to watch them. And as always,